A very bizarre story unfolding in Van Buren County last night, ending with police shooting and injuring a truck driver from Wisconsin.
But police say they're still trying to figure out how or why he was in Paw Paw in the first place. Michael Martin starts that story for us tonight.
Yeah, it's still a mystery to investigators how this man from out of town made his way from a restaurant all the way across the city to this home. It's a walk of over 1.5 miles, but it's not where things ended. The suspect is said to have stolen a knife from this home just behind me and then actually made contact with officers at another home about 1/3 of a mile away, where he was eventually shot and taken into custody.
There's just so many unknowns right now. It's just a bizarre case.
Van Buren County Sheriff Dan Abbott and his investigators are looking for answers after a 49-year-old man from Wisconsin somehow ended up in Paw Paw Thursday night after earlier in the day fleeing the scene of a hit-and-run crash in the Chicago area.
Where, it appears at this time that he had actually was pulling a trailer, hit an overpass, bridge type thing, left the trailer lodged there, and wound up in Paw Paw.
Taking off in just the cab of his truck, the man first wound up here in the parking lot of a Paw Paw restaurant just off I-94.
Leaves the truck at the restaurant where he walked through town, down, Michigan Avenue, down Hazen, and wound up into the country.
Going from that restaurant all the way to this home on County Road 374, where he pushed his way inside.
I couldn't imagine being in a citizen's shoes dealing with what they dealt with last night. I mean, they're sitting at home, enjoying family time, and an unknown subject barges into their house and then goes out into the driveway and starts doing what he did.
He's believed to have stolen a kitchen knife from inside their home and then walked back outside to the driveway.
The actual homeowners of that residence called 911, saying that an unknown male was in their driveway cutting his arms with a knife. Once the officers got on scene, they end up seeing the blood trail going out of the driveway and down the roadway. Our canine unit started tracking the subject.
They tracked him 1/3 of a mile away to this residential cul-de-sac, where a neighbor just happened to be looking out her front window.
But I could see very clearly that it was two police officers and the dog. There was a scuffle. One of the police officers had fallen down.
The suspect, still wielding that kitchen knife, allegedly charged at the officers.
And they kept on saying, drop it, drop it, drop it.
Unfortunately, the subject did not comply with the verbal commands. It was a very dangerous situation, and ultimately they end up firing their weapons and shooting the subject.
The suspect is now in critical condition with multiple surgeries already scheduled. Sheriff Abbott and his team now left to piece the entirety of what happened together.
I'd ask the public not only to pray for our officers, to pray for that gentleman as well for a recovery and get the help that he needs.
Now, if you believe you saw this man in town or moving from one location to the other, you're asked to contact the Van Buren County Sheriff's Office. Their investigators still hard at work trying to piece this entire situation together. They can certainly use any additional info that might be out there. For now, in Paw Paw, Michael Martin, Fox 17 News.